A very interesting piece of legislation was put into the process of change last year, affecting parental leave, adoption leave, and surrogate mothers. It's interesting in the sense that it was introduced by a Member of Parliament and not by the Department of Labour itself. So it's a member's bill, as it's called, and it has now gone the process where it has been approved by Parliament, and the next stage before it will be promulgated into law is to go to the National Council of Provinces, which is expected to happen sometime later this year. Now, it is a very welcome piece of legislation in the sense that it provides for parental leave. Some people talk of paternity leave, but it is a provision to allow one of the two parents to either take maternity leave, which will be the mother, and the father then to get the 10 days of parental leave, which is envisaged, which is a very good thing for family bonding, and fathers have got lots of things to do, and it's a very stressful time for them over that period as well. So a very welcome piece of legislation, as is a similar requirement for adoption, that there's a period of leave, paid leave, available for the two parents of the adopted child, and also for surrogate mothers, which of course is a very sensitive situation. So all in all, a very good piece of legislation introduced by the ACDP, the African Christian Democratic Party, and which is going the course. The implications, of course, are basically twofold. The money will have to be funded by the Unemployment Insurance Fund. They are sitting on a surplus, so one assumes that the money is not going to be too much of a problem. But the other impact, of course, is that the individual will be out of the workplace for a period of time, for the 10 days here and there. So even though the leave is being paid for by unemployment insurance, it still means that the worker is not working, and this will have an impact on employers. But all in all, a very welcome piece of legislation. The final aspect of the implications of these new types of leave is what happens in the payroll and what must employers do. Now, generally, even though employees are affected by the current benefits, being maternity benefits mostly, this really happens mostly outside of the payroll, though information has to go from the payroll to the fund to provide them with the necessary figures that they need. So the situation at the moment, as far as the paternity leave and the adoption leave, is uncertain as to what information the fund will require at this stage. But it is envisaged that some information will be required because the fund has to approve these benefits, and they need some information from the employer to validate this application for the benefit. But this is something that will unfold with time, perhaps towards the end of the year.